What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we're gonna be doing the should you summon for the brand new Camilla coming to global this coming Monday night, Tuesday morning. In this video, guys, we're going to be going over the banner format, the characters featured on the banner, going over Camilla's full kit information, and then letting you guys know whether or not you should be summoning based on all that information. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. I definitely do appreciate all the support on the channel as of late, man. And with that out of the way, guys, let's hop in and let's go over the banner format first. So the banner format for this Camilla, guys, is going to be a 600 diamond banner. The way this banner works is going to be 20 multis total to actually get the character pity at the 600, because it's going to be 20 multis total. And then at 10 multis in, guys, you are guaranteed an SSR. So it's going to be a 9.09% chance split between all the characters featured on the banner. And now that we kind of talked about this, we can actually talk about the characters featured on this banner list. And so we have the brand new Camilla, obviously. We have the blue Skinny King. We have the blue original Lilia. We have blue Oslo and Hawk. The green Awakened Mono. Green Awakened Easton, the Halloween one. We also do have the blue, I think it's the New Year's Mono right there. And then blue Roxy right there, blue Shin, blue Valenti, and also the red Chandler. So that's going to be the banner lineup, guys, in terms of the characters featured. Again, remember at the 300, they're all going to be split between the exact same rates at a 9.09%. And then for the actual banner rates themselves and the actual characters on it, it's going to be a total of 3% SSR rates. And then Camilla's going to be at a 0.5% rate up, where every other character on the banner is a 0.25%. Now, one last thing to mention about this banner, guys, is that the king on the banner here, the blue Skinny King, is actually going to be UR level 90 automatically, because he is the LR character that came out with this update. So once you do actually pull this character, if you do when summoning, you actually will get him UR level 90. But if you actually get him at the 300 pity, you actually will only get him SSR. So bear that in mind, that you could get him only SSR, or you could actually pull him and get him UR level 90 if you are summoning for or if you do just pick him up as you're doing summons. Alright, guys, so that's going to be the banner format and the characters featured. Let's actually move over to the Sacred Treasure Podcast Twitter, and let's actually talk about the kit of this Camilla and let you guys know whether or not you should be summoning based on that. Alright, guys, so shout out to Sacred Treasure Podcast Twitter, man, at STPodcast70s. Make sure to follow the Twitter account if you haven't already, guys, if you want to be up to date with anything Grand Cross related. So starting off with the Camilla here, we have the first part here being the Guardian Deity Camilla. This is going to be before the transformation as well. So for the passive here, it's going to increase basic stats of certain allies by 15%, and grants the protection and increases max HP, critical resistance, and critical defense by 25% for one turn to these certain allies with 4 or less special move gauge at the start of their turn. Specific allies are going to be these 7 catastrophes or the characters of the unknown race. And the protection buff is going to be when attacked by an enemy, the attacking enemy's special move gauge will actually decrease by 1 for one time only in that attacking turn. Now, our after transformation passive here, guys, is going to be once only at the end of an ally's turn. Remove all debuff effects on the ally and grant them debuff nullification for 2 turns. And this one's going to be only backline, guys, or on field, obviously, too, but it allows you to run this in the backline because of the little like blue hand symbol, whereas this is on field and you have to be using it you know, in field to actually get the effect with this one. Now, moving on to our first skill here, guys, she has the Feral Pierce, which is going to be 450% of attack power in damage to a single enemy, and reduces the special move gauge by 3 on the enemy as well. Now, in terms of the actual multiplier on that, let's actually see here what it's going to be. I think it's 1, 1, and 3. Yeah, so it's going to be 120, 300, 450, depending on the ranks, obviously, for the gauge. And yeah, that's going to be the first skill right there. Alright, guys, so moving on to our second skill here, Abyssal Claws is going to deal fatal damage or spike damage equal to 250% of attack power to all enemies. And fatal/spike is going to be critical damage doubled, so you get ×2 critical damage. Now, in terms of the scaling on that in the actual game here, guys, I think it is just going to be 100, 150, and 250. Yeah, that's pretty standard for a spike card. Alright, guys, so moving on to the ultimate here. For 5 turns, transform and removed ally debuffs and enemy buffs. Then reduce maximum HP by 6% for 3 turns for each enemy buff removed. And the transformation is going to be a battle status changes. Incapacitation effects are nullified and the HP is restored to max. Now, once Camilla is actually transformed, guys, if you're running her on field, you actually do gain a bunch of other stuff as well. So let me actually have it on Sacred Treasure Podcast. It's easier to read. But yeah, so the first skill is actually going to change now to Rusty Nail. It's going to deal 360% of attack power in damage to a single enemy and reduce the target special move gauge by 2, and also removes 2 skills as well. So it's going to be the delete effect. So delete random skills except for ultimate moves. And if there are no skills to delete, delete the special moves. And then for her second skill here, it's going to be Phantom Maze. Deals slash damage equal to 300% of attack power to all enemies, and it's going to be the cutting effect. So slash obviously is going to be a sever, so critical chance increased by 3 times, so you have triple the crit chance when using the skill. And then for her ultimate here, guys, it's going to be Infinite Strike. It's going to deal 1260% of attack power and damage to a single enemy. Alright guys, so that's going to be pretty much all the information there on Camilla that we got. So let's actually now go back to the banner, and I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts on whether or not you should be summoning on the character based on all the things we talked about in this video. Alright guys, so one more thing I did want to mention about Camilla's kit, but before we move actually to the character and give you guys my final thoughts, we actually do have her Holy Relic as well, which is actually a big buff to the character alongside the passive that the green one does have. And this is already available on global if you want to actually prep this now, but it's going to increase attack and pierce rate of unknown race allies with 4 orbs or less in their ultimate move gauges by 20%, and then also decrease the attack related stats of enemies who use skills during the enemy's turn by 5% for 1 turn, and applies before the skill activation. So you know that obviously that Holy Relic, on top of the fact you're getting all this like backline supportive effect right here, is going to be a really good combination of effects. And yeah, it's something to definitely bear in mind when thinking about summoning on this character. Alright guys, so with that out of the way, man, should you be summoning on Camilla now that we've kind of talked about everything with the banner and the character herself? In my opinion, man, I think this character is going to be a skip for a lot of you guys if you don't care about unknown meta and the future of the meta. And the reason why I say this is because Nanashi right now is actually being power crept by this brand new Camilla. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't run Nanashi anymore, and I think that, you know, I don't actually think that Nanashi is like that much worse than this Camilla, but I actually do think that this Camilla is a better backline support than Nanashi, guys, because she's providing a little bit more attack. You know, you get some extra pierce rate as well. You're also making sure that as long as you have less than 4 ultimate move gauge, you're always going to be able to remove gauge on the enemy, which is really good. Whereas Nanashi needs 2 or less skills on a character on the team to be able to get that. And another thing that Camilla actually has that Nanashi doesn't as well is higher CC. Camilla at 1 out of 6 has CC comparable to a 6/6 maxed out Nanashi, which is something to definitely take into account if you're someone that's like, okay, maybe I want to chase dupes for this character to be able to run it on a full unknown team. Then obviously it's going to be very strong. If you're not someone that's chasing dupes and you just want 1 copy of the character, she can be as good as a Nanashi if you get her and you have her Holy Relic as well, even at a 1 out of 6 setting for Camilla. But if you already have a completely maxed out Nanashi and you don't really want to add to, you know, the unknown team or anything like that, and you feel like you're good with what you got, then yeah, I mean, this character is a pretty easy skip. I mean, in general, this character is going to be a skip banner though, guys, but I do say this just to let you guys know that this character is actually better than Nanashi in my opinion. Now, her being better than Nanashi doesn't make it that much of a must summon in my opinion, because I think everyone already has Nanashi at this point, and he's a lot more accessible as a character than this Camilla. So I'm not going to say that this character is a must summon because she's better than Nanashi, but I will say that if you do want an upgrade and a little bit better than Nanashi as a backline support, then you gotta go with this Camilla, man. But other than that, guys, easy skip banner, and I think a lot of you guys can easily skip out without having to really worry about this. I guess the plus side of the banner though is that it does have the Ratatoskr Valenti. It does have the brand new Chandler as well, which is very recent actually still too. Roxy's on the banner. You have the brand new LR King is on the banner, and then her herself. So it's honestly not a terrible banner, but considering things that we know are going to be coming to the game, with end of month being probably a festival, and then going into October we're going to be getting a collaboration as well. A lot of things that are coming, guys, we just want to be saving our gems for, and so I don't actually think that it's a must summon for Camilla, only if you're someone that mains unknowns and you're a whale for the team. So that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys are gonna be summoning on this character. I also don't really like the outfit though. That's one thing I also don't really like about this character either. You know, I don't know, man. I mean, I think the other Camilla outfit is better, guys. I think the one I have here on my blue one is going to be a little bit better here. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section below of whether or not this is going to be a summon for you. But that's going to be it for the video, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.